All right, good morning. This is Coach Big Pete of DeepDishFootball.com now for another conference preview for 2019. Yep, football's starting pretty soon. So let's get started. Southwest Prairie Conference. If you like my work, feel free to follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. My email is CoachBigPeteFP@gmail.com. Now, again, season previews, predictions mean absolutely crap. You have to play the game. What is up is down, and what is down is up every year. There's a lot of parity, and high school football is the king of parity, and anything can happen. This is going to be a very interesting conference as we split into two divisions in the East and the West. Now, just again, quick reminder, if you like my work, feel free to leave a tip via PayPal. Also, Deep Dish Football Live every Wednesday and Thursday on Facebook Live, 8 p.m. as the first week of high school football begins, and Breakfast with Coach Big Pete every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. going through the scores and everything else. So let's get started with the Southwest Prairie Conference, and as I talked about East and West Conference, to East and West divisions. To me, and this is a big thing for me, I do not see a weak team in the West. I think the West is going to be very competitive, and it's just going to be a drag-out fight. The East, not so much. I think it's a little bit more clearer, but still, there's a lot of teams there that could change my view quick as we get after 2 weeks into the 2019 season. So, now, for my top dogs in the East, I have two. Plainfield Central, Plainfield South. I have two challengers as well, Plainfield East and Joliet West in the East. It's tough. This conference preview has been tough for me because I've deleted, I've added. For me, the East for me, you can look at all these teams. Plainfield East High School hires new Coach Coons, new energy. I've seen that energy myself. I am completely 100% impressed with Plainfield East. Plainfield Central, the players that they have on that roster, very interesting group of players and secondary as well. But I think Plainfield Central is going to have a hell of a season this season. I think they're going to be in the playoffs. Plainfield South, they're good again this year. Definitely a great team. Good passing attack as well, and a nice running game as well for Plainfield South. It's going to be a tough division in the East. Yes, in the East. Yeah. And in the West, for me, I have three. In the West, for me, it's going to be a 3-horse race. Oswego, Aurora West, who's new into the conference, and Plainfield North. Plainfield North, exciting group of receivers. Definitely a team that you want to keep an eye out for. Jalen Tillman. I'm forgetting the kid's name, and it's going to kill me. Marcellus Moore, Bonnie. They're good. They got a group of talented players. Feet, a young linebacker to keep an eye out for Plainfield North High School. It's going to be very interesting. I have three challengers. Minooka, Yorkville, and Oswego East. Oswego East is always tough with Coach LeBlanc. He gets those kids ready like it's nobody's business. Wolf Schmidt, I'm mispronouncing the last name. Defensive and offensive lineman, definitely a kid to keep an eye out for Oswego East. Minooka is always good. Gonzalez, quarterback, tough kid. Gator at middle linebacker. Definitely a team to keep an eye out for is Minooka as well. Plainfield, and I talked about Plainfield North. Yorkville, beat him at quarterback. Good wide receivers. Cale Reeder at DB. He is huge for Yorkville. He's their home run hitter basically for Yorkville High School. And Yorkville, Oswego East. talking about the Plainfield East players itself, Brian Tape. Um, they've got an excellent crew of linebackers with Goose. They had Dale Dembick, another key linebacker as well. So again, it's going to, we're talking about Plainfield East, another school to keep an eye out for, as well as I talked about the challengers for the lower division. This is going to kill me. I do apologize. I'm going to mispronounce names. This East and West division, I'm not used to it. I apologize. Just to let everyone know. But basically, as I talked about, the West is tough. I don't see a weak team in the West. I just don't. It's going to be a slugfest. East, there's a little more parting, but the thing is, when you talk about East, you're talking about not that much of a strong leader, and it could be anyone's game. Plainfield South, and what was the other team I was talking about? Plainfield South, Plainfield Central, who these past 3 years has grown as a team and as a program. Again, it's anyone's ballpark, but Plainfield Central is definitely a team that you want to also keep an eye out for. Romeoville, good passing attack, good quarterback, kill you with his arm, kill you with his legs. But it's going to be another tough year for Romeoville High School, as always. Again, good group of quarterbacks as well. Donovan DeHeos of Romeoville, definitely a kid that I've talked about before. But the kid to keep an eye out for. Aurora West High School, Will Tamaru, talented quarterback. Also, they got Will Johnson, the defensive end. He's going to be key. They lose their top defensive tackle to Brother Rice. But again, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens when we get into week 4, week 5 in the West. I think the race is going to become a lot clearer. But again, it always is. But this is just, the West is a slugfest. I'm sorry. That's just a slugfest. There's not that much of a balance of divisions in this conference, but I do understand new conference and new things. Years go on, teams will change. Yorkville, I think could be a huge year for him, and to beat him, it's his play for in this season. Personally, just talking about some stuff, Oswego to me, and I talked about, and they've got a nice little quarterback race. They have two strong quarterbacks that you must keep an eye out for. Transfer out of Montini, hell of a player as well. Troy Warner, Haneke, their defensive tackle for Oswego. He's one top defensive tackles in the state of Illinois, one top defensive tackles in the Midwest. Oswego, they got Jack Lemke, another wide receiver, huge playmaker for Oswego football. Also looking towards Oswego football too. They have good defensive linemen, good offensive linemen, and you win that game up front, it's huge. And Oswego, they're huge. Good solid group of linebackers as well for Oswego High School. But that passing attack is going to be deadly. It's going to be deadly. Whoever wins that quarterback spot, they're going to be good. And Oswego is a solid team again. It's going to be a huge game between Oswego and Oswego East. Minooka, again, play to the whistle. Simple as that. We're going to shit kick you every play of the game. And when we blow the whistle, we're going to come back the next play and we're going to basically run the ball down your face. Simple as that. Disciplined football. And it's going to be another great season for Minooka football. Good, solid defensive line as well. And for that, if you get two good lines on the for Minooka football, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good thing for Minooka football, the Minooka Indians. But overall, this is going to be a weird conference because again, there's a lot of competition, as I talked about towards the West, and that is about it. And please follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football via Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. My email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. Getting a little bit of rushing things a little bit. I do apologize. But got 4 conference previews that I got to film and everything else. But thank you so much and have a lovely day.